it's not just about being able to like pick up your sword, run headfirst into everything and just slash at people and be strong. Like you have to like think, and you have to just like, you really have to use your head and see like, how can I handle this? Sometimes you just can't kill something. You have to evade it somehow, and that doesn't make you weak. It just makes you smart and not gonna like,
and you get to live another day.
And I think that's what Theo was basically teaching him.
I feel like people are gonna take this the wrong way and be like, yeah, see, like being an alpha male is good. And I'm like, this movie is debunking the whole thing of the alpha male. Though the movie does one thing that annoyed me, and it's like not this movie specifically that just does it. It's a Hollywood thing where they. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Most Potato Podcast. My name is Alvin.
I'm Jess.
And today we're going to be talking about a predator that's finally not an American president or politician. We're going to be talking about Predator Badlands. And I've been excited for this one because I like what the director's been doing. I liked Predator Killer of Killers, the animated montage of movies.
Yes, that was fun.
And then also Prey, which is really good, which I argue is probably the best Predator movie like ever. And I know
the dog lives, right?
Well, yes, that's part of it.
Oh, okay.
But that might be controversial for people because people just adore the first movie, which I love it. It's fun. Arnold Schwarzenegger pinning down a whole man with like a knife to the door and yelling like, stick around. All these catchphrases. I've
literally never seen it.
You've watched it. This is the same movie where you keep quoting every once in a while the guy that goes, ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, but I never watched it.
You watched it with me, babe.
I did?
I put that on.
Predator.
You remember this movie? Predator Badlands?
That's the one with Adam Driver, right? Where he crash lands on Earth. Or is it Earth? With the dinosaurs.
How are you confusing this with 65? A mediocre-ass January release, piece of shit, boring dinosaur movie.
Is that how you feel about the Predator Badlands movie?
No, this is way better than that. What are you talking about?
Okay, this was not bad, but it gave 65 vibes. That's what it was called, the one with Adam Driver.
Insane. You did not say that when we walked out of the theater. You said you liked it.
Okay, he's really trying to come at me and like paint me out to be the bad guy. Okay,
you saying this is the same as 65?
The more I thought about it, the more
How do you even remember the title of this movie? I didn't even remember this movie until you brought up Adam Driver and dinosaurs.
Well, I thought about it and I was just like, this guy crash landed, Adam Driver crash landed.
They're both very handsome. The Predator and the Adam Driver.
The Predator. I wish they would have put on the mask like throughout the whole movie because I was like, ooh. Are we in a fight?
No. No. We're going to go into spoilers. If you haven't seen this movie yet.
What are you doing?
Yeah, just go watch this and then come watch this.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was similar to past movies I've seen.
It's got, very similar tropes. There's nothing really brand new.
Like 65.
No.
No, I enjoyed it, but it was very... I knew where it was going. Yeah, I knew where it was going. I knew how it was going to end. There were funny moments, but I was well aware of what was to come next, like all the time, So it was just enjoyable for the moment. But I don't know where his lip is literally twitching.
It doesn't look like you like that movie.
No, I don't.
You sound like Michael Jackson when he goes, I love to tour. Apparently, like, some people are, like, angry with this movie, calling it Disneyfied because there's, like, a woman involved. There's jokes. I'm like, guys, the first Predator movie has so many catchphrases and one-liners, and then at the end of the credits, it looks like the opening of a sitcom where, like, the actors are looking at the camera like... and then there's just like credits and then the name is, and then there's silly music. Like I don't get it, guys. What were you looking for? And then there's
guys they don't like women.
And this is exactly why they bring up the concept of the alpha in this movie. I think that it's trying to make a critique on the fan base that's toxic.
Yeah.
I just want to get out the way that I think this movie's fantastic. I don't think it's perfect. Like I said, like you mentioned, it's very predictable. But there's times where a movie's predictable and I can enjoy it and I don't need it to surprise me too much. The only negative that I feel like I can give, and I don't think it's specific to this movie, I think it's just like the auditorium we were in. The visuals are fucking ugly. I could barely see what was going on sometimes when it got dark, like at nighttime. But even in the daytime, everything was very grayish. There wasn't a lot of bright colors.
That's true.
And I think because the AMC just decided we're not going to turn up the bulbs on this in this auditorium. We're just going to, hopefully nobody would complain. I'm like, well, look at me, I'm complaining. Yeah, but that was like my only negative with this movie is like sometimes I had a hard time seeing certain things. I'm like, I should not be experiencing that with a high budget movie like this. Because I'm sure it looks beautiful if you like watch it on your own TV.
Yeah.
But besides that, this movie was fun. It was a good time. And I didn't know what to expect with like the creature itself being the main character because it's usually a human that's fighting it.
Yeah.
So that was my only concern is like, can you sustain a story for like an hour and a half with a monster? And I think they pulled it off well. I really like the Dek guy. And I was really surprised that this movie was actually exploring like toxic masculinity in a fucking alien. That was the last thing I was expecting.
Yeah, because I mean, that's like the very beginning.
Literally from the start, when we walk into when we first start with the movie, it starts with Dek and his brother fighting, and they're basically establishing that he's the runt of the family. He's underdeveloped physically, and he has to prove his value and his worth to the family. Otherwise, he'll literally get killed.
I was surprised that his brother sacrificed himself. I thought that maybe he would have played a little bit of more of a role in helping Dek get to where he needed to, but then I realized it was like, okay, Dek has to do this on his own to prove himself. But I just was like, dang, y'all really killed his brother. I felt very unnecessary, but they found that him wanting to protect his brother and allow his brother the chance to prove himself as weakness. And I was just like, what else do you guys think is weakness? Because I feel like it's a fine line between like big, strong, like brooding predator people and then like, oh, you smiled, you're dead. Like
you said I love you, you're dead.
Yeah, and I was just like, dang. But I just felt like it was crazy that they that the dad really killed his own son after
right in front of him.
Yeah, it was just like it's already crazy to me that you guys would just kill the runt, and the runt seems like a whole grown adult, and I'm just like, you just think he's gonna take that, or like is
all because he's missing a couple inches?
Yeah, I mean, he is on the tinier side compared to the other ones, but I was just like,
Dad was just waiting and lurking on that boy.
It just seemed like the whole time he's just like, oh, you're small, no chance, we kill you, that's it. And I'm like, let him prove himself. I thought that was like a really like sweet moment. I was sad about that because I was just like, dang,
they really sat with that. They let you feel the emotions.
And then the way the dad just held up the head, like as Dek was able to get away, I was just like, that's just wild to me. Like,
that's the culture. When you kill your prey, you hold up the head.
Yeah, but the culture is so crazy because I'm just like, if you instantly show anything that's considered weakness, I'm like, how many members you got in your clan? Because it sounded like y'all just picking each other off for the stupidest things. But yeah, that was like a really like sad scene, and I was hoping that the brother would survive, and I felt like the dad was cheating too.
Yeah, he was with the fucking cloak. Like, don't. What do you do? He does it twice. He does it with Dek afterwards at the end. Like, you cheating fucking bastard.
Exactly.
You are not a real man. All right, you're not an alpha man.
That's why I was just like, who is this guy to like talk about like the run or weakness or anything like that? You literally use this cloak and no one can see you coming at them.
That is some bullshit.
I mean, Dek at the end of the movie, he like figures out something to like, you know, get past that, which is just like, that's just more smarts than it is just brute strength.
And I like that the whole movie sets up and focuses on Dek trying to constantly prove himself, and he's always failing when trying to do stuff on his own. The minute he lands on that planet, everything's trying to kill him. The trees are trying to murder him. And he's lucky enough to just get away from it, but he never gets to kill most of the things that are trying to kill him. And his friendship with Tia, the broken android with no legs, I thought was really awesome. I thought that they did a really good back and forth of her basically not softening him, but just kind of teaching him that, you know, his way is very unhealthy in terms of like finding value in himself. And he's just like, you should really just focus on finding your inner strength to protect others. Like, you're fighting because you want to be the biggest and baddest, but this planet's showing you that you're not. Like,
yeah, because I think it was mentioned, was it by the brother or him and Dek, they were talking how like no predator was able to kill whatever big monster
the Kalisk,
Kalisk.
The brother said even father fears it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, the Kalisk, what is that? I mean, we'll get to that. Well, I don't like that thing was like really cool. But I'm like, what if these predators never even got to the Kalisk because of the environment itself? Like, that's enough to fear as well, because when he crash landed and he was there sorting all his like weapons and stuff, if he wasn't able to like handle a sword or anything like that, he would have not stand a chance. Running wasn't going to do anything because these like tree vine branch thingies were just coming out of every which way.
Even the grass is just straight up shards.
Yes,
like, what the fuck? I know. Can't even run in grass.
I almost forgot about that. So it's just like the environment is just like brutal. Like you said, it's like some Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight ass shit.
So yeah, and it's not just about being able to like pick up your sword, run headfirst into everything and just slash at people and be strong. Like, you have to like think, and you have to just like, you really have to use your head and see like, how can I handle this? Sometimes you just can't kill something. You have to evade it somehow, and that doesn't make you weak. It just makes you smart and not gonna like,
and you get to live another day.
And I think that's what Thea was basically teaching him.
Yeah,
I mean, she was really chatty. It was kind of funny, but I started to get a headache too. I'm like, girl, wait, shut up. But yeah, no, I like her character, basically like showing him like, you need to like take a moment, step back, and realize there's another way to do something.
Yeah, like relying on people. That's the only way he gets through anything, is cooperating and working with Tia and Bud, the freaking the primate fucking Sonic the Hedgehog looking ass.
That thing was so gross.
It was ugly cute. I liked it.
It was just gross.
Like the minute that he lands, the only reason he makes it through is because he gets the help of Tia and Bud and anything else that decides to help him. Yeah. And then learning to use the environment as resources as well, because later on he has his weapons taken away, and he has to use like the deadly plants that shoot poisons and stabs and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can only ever survive if you cooperate with other people. And I love that the movie just showed that to us and didn't like really hit us over the head with that message. It was really all through actions.
Yeah.
I think by the end of the movie, Dek definitely feels like a different character. I mean, he's still trying to prove himself, but not in this for the same goals and the same reason.
It's a little different now. Yeah.
I feel like people are going to take this the wrong way and be like, yeah, see, like being an alpha male is good. And I'm like, this movie is debunking the whole thing of the alpha male. Though the movie does one thing that annoyed me, and it's like not this movie specifically that just does it. It's a Hollywood thing where they keep pushing that myth that there's alphas and betas and omegas in the animal kingdom. Like, guys, it's been debunked for years. Do your readings, please. Specifically with the wolves, because Tia brings up the alpha wolf concept.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, why are we doing this? We're too old for this now. The guy that did the research on the alpha wolves, even he's like later denounced his work and was like, guys, I was studying wolves in captivity. This information is not valid in the animal kingdom. So I just wish that a smart-ass Weyland Yutani android who knows about Earth would fact check and be like, there's no alpha wolves.
Well, maybe she saw how toxic Dek was and be like, this is the only way to kind of
let me put it in your terms.
Yeah, I think that's maybe that's the vibe I was getting. She's just like,
if Andrew Tate has an alpha male.
I'm thinking that's the vibes I got when she brought it up, because I was just like, really, the alpha thing? But he seemed to like connect with it.
He responded to it, yeah.
And I was just like, okay, we're gonna go with this. It's funny because there was clearly some stuff that Theo was hiding, and he's kind of hiding. He has like his agenda. I mean, his is a little bit more out there, like what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Watching them piece together what's going on, like Dek thought that Theo was just a tool, but she had some other agenda, and we kind of knew that based off of like how she would talk, or like
can't trust Weyland
with her eyes, and she had another agenda. But she got attached to Dek.
Yes.
Too. You can see that.
She genuinely cares.
Yeah, she cares about him, and she gets attached to him. She gets attached to Bud, and like I feel like he is attached as well too. He just doesn't want to admit it, because like, to the very moment of betrayal, he's still like, you're a tool. You betrayed me. You can't betray me. You're just a tool. And I was just like, just say you hurt, man.
I know, that's what he was trying to say.
Just say you hurt.
You don't use me, I use you.
Yeah.
Very toxic, like masculine, like hyper masculine talking points.
And I like those moments there. And then also with Bud too, I like moments where I saw him feeling like a little bad for how he was treating Bud. And when he realized that Bud was actually the Kalisk, or not daughter, but like child. I was like daughter. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but the child. And I like that turnaround. It's just like, oh, shoot,
that was a great plot twist.
I was like, huh, I didn't see it. And even when we get the full
I didn't make the full connection. I was
I'm like, I don't know if they all look like a little bit different, or Bud's still growing.
She wasn't fully formed by the end of the movie.
But I was like, isn't that interesting? Because I was like, why ain't the Kalisk killing this motherfucker?
That was cool. And then that changes the entire trajectory for Dek. Like, my goal is no longer to kill the Kalisk. I'm going to go save the Kalisk along with Tia.
But I was wondering, I was like, okay, he's going to go save it, but what is he going to bring home to prove himself? Is he still going to try to kill it after he gets these Wayland Yutani motherfuckers out of the way and stuff? But that was like a really sweet moment, and I did like that. I was like, okay, we're changing, we're gonna do something else. We have a new enemy, Tessa.
Yeah,
she was creepy.
I couldn't tell if it was Elle Fanning right off the bat because she acted so fucking different.
Yeah.
And then when I made the connection, I'm like, oh no, that's still her. Mm-hmm. That made Tessa even more terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, she was scary when she first showed up, when she was getting revived, and then when she was fully rebooted and restructured. Her mannerisms are so scary. Just what she does with her face is terrifying.
Yep. I was confused for a second when they first showed her until I saw like the names in the report that was going on, because I was like, oh, it's just like, why is this like a flashback for Thea and what's going on? Because Thea
what I was thinking too.
Yeah, Thea mentions that they got separated trying to get the Kalisk, and that's why she doesn't have her legs. Mm-hmm. I like that she's also like has her own agenda. She's like, I gotta go get my legs and stitch that back. That whole scene where she was trying to stitch her legs back together, and then Dek got knocked into her and her legs just went flying off the table.
She's like, come on, man.
So I love those moments in the movie, like those comedic moments, because she was just like really funny. Like not much bothered her, and she kind of just went with whatever. But Tessa, she's really scary, and it was kind of sad for me to see Thea has like this bond with her. And when she was talking about Tessa, I thought these were going to be like two people that had like this bond.
I thought they were lovers.
You thought they were lovers?
I thought before she mentioned that they were like sisters.
Yeah, I did get that.
I thought they were like teasing. I'm like, oh, lesbian robot love.
But then when Dek was just like, oh, that's your sister. And she's just like, I like that sister.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. I thought just based off of how she was talking about Tessa and what they were doing, she's like, yeah, she's like the fighting warrior type, and I'm just like the researcher and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's really cute and stuff. Come to find out, this is just all her being nicely emotionally attached and like having a heart.
Yeah.
And then there's Tessa, who's just like, yeah, we got a mission to do, and
I can't get fired by Wayland. Like, I don't want them to decommission me.
Yeah,
that's her main objective.
Was it. And then when I saw Tessa and Thea like face to face in that moment, and Tessa's just like, we robots. What are you talking about? This sisters? Like, what? She's like,
emotions are weak. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, she's this toxic alpha male herself. I was just like, what? That was like. I liked that a lot, and I thought it was really it was something different about it, because I'm thinking back to Alien movie,
Alien Romulus
with Andy. I felt like there was something
unique with him too.
Yeah, he felt very human, and there was just definitely a connection. I know like he was programmed to like always take care of the main character. I think Thea was giving those vibes for me.
I mean, that's every single Alien movie where they have an android. They're always programmed to have unique objectives and personalities. So I love that this movie continues that tradition of we're gonna have an android that's human-like, but you don't know what kind of goals they're gonna have. What's their motive? Especially
because we just watched the Alien series,
Alien Earth,
Alien Earth, and we know that we had those kids going into these synthetic bodies, so the lines just get very blurred and stuff. So I'm loving the character like that, because they just Thea seems more complex.
Yeah, and going back to Tessa, I really like that they took the angle that this android and this I'm gonna call him a person because they just act so human. Their main motivation is like security, safety, survival as an android, because the computer threatens her, if you fail again, we're going to decommission you, we're going to take you out. And that's a very human response to have. Like, the whole reason why Tessa keeps getting in the way of Tia trying to save Dek and get him away is because she just only cares about the objective, which is to survive. And she doesn't really seem to care about Tia at some point. Yeah. Because she's just too fixated on, like, I don't want to die. And that's kind of like a parallel to Dek, where he's in the same boat, where he's like, if I don't prove myself on this planet, and if I ever try to come back to my planet, I'm going to be dead. So I need to come back with something. I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around the way. So I really love that they have those parallels, and I love that they have like a female character going through the same thing, because it's not like just men that go through this like self-punishing like ritual of like, I have to be the best. I have to like not care about my feelings. I have to push those feelings aside so I can get the job done. Women and everyone that's under patriarchy like suffers through that one way or another, and we perpetuate that in one way or another. And I feel like the movie is basically saying that without outright like explaining it. It shows it through these characters and their motivations. So I love that Tessa had that, because that adds to how scary she already was, just how menacing that she looked. And on top of that, she's just cold, calculated, and doesn't really care for Tia.
I thought when they were going to be reunited, that would soften her. I thought she was looking for Tia to reunite for a happy moment, but she's like, you were basically compromising this whole thing. I had to find you to make sure that everything, was good. And then she's just like, the predator, I had to make sure that, he didn't compromise this. And you know what? We'll take him in too to Mother, because that's a bonus there. Yeah. I might get a promotion. And I was just like, wow, she cold. Crazy. She cruel.
Look what capitalism does to you, even as a robot. Yeah. She ain't even getting paid.
Right.
Wayland Yutani's a piece of shit, man. They're just awful. They're the worst.
But the whole scene where we see Dek coming to rescue Tia, after he collects all the like little creatures from the environment that was trying to kill him before and uses them as weapons, as you mentioned before.
Just turns into Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, no, that whole like sequence was good, how he had it planned out. A little bit kind of not believable, because I'm just like, how did you manage to like train these creatures and have
got a pet leech. He fed it some berries. That's all he needed.
But I'm just like, how does the leech know to like directly like shoot at something?
Because the plot needs him too.
Moving on. Anyways, that was just like, I was like, I guess. I was like, how did he... The whole time I was like, how did he do that? Like,
we
how
had
did
to
he
suspend our disbelief for like, timing reasons.
Because Thea, she had her legs traveling,
that was so goofy.
It was really funny, especially because the legs were like fighting and taking out like other androids.
Like, how do you get leverage with no torso, bitch?
You suspend your belief. But yeah, no, that whole scene was really good. The fact that he was going to like, get her, rescue the Kalisk, and that whole scene, it kind of reminded me of, what is it, Tessa was in that like suit thing. It reminded me of Iron Man. Wait, what's his face? Jebediah, is that his name?
Obadiah.
Jebediah. Oh God, close enough.
Obadiah. Jeff Bridges.
Oh,
his big ass suit.
Sheesh, a lot of movies and very poor memory. But yeah, no, that's how she kind of looked like that to me.
I was thinking Hulkbuster, but I think that's so funny. We're both thinking of Marvel Iron Man suits.
Yeah, and she's just in there talking her shit and taunting and stuff.
Also, shout out to that homage. That power suit is a reference to Aliens. Remember when Ripley was in that suit and she's like, "Get away from her, you bitch."
Yes.
Yeah.
But when they were able to rescue the Kalisk basically and release it, that thing's scary. Like,
oh yeah, and the fact that it's unkillable, like literally kept regenerating.
It's not, because they kill it, but I was really
unkillable
sad.
By normal means.
Yes, because they used the Dek's tools or his weapons to.
It was like a freezing thing.
That made me so. I'm sad now, because I was just like,
Tessa's on my watch list, man. I know she's dead, but if she ever came back, I'm coming for her.
Yeah, especially because she had that line where she's just like, to Thea, she's like, "Oh, you're just gonna kill your sister." I was like, "Oh, now we're sisters, bitch. Now we're sisters." No, but that whole like scene, that the whole fight thing with the Kalisk, I was just like, wow, this thing really is just, it's really cool. Because when Dek was fighting it earlier, he like sliced off its head
And regenerated like nothing.
Regenerated.
Like, wow, you literally are unkillable.
But yeah, so when we got to the scene with it being released and going up against Tessa, I was just like, there's no way that this thing's gonna die. It swallowed. I don't know what an android, how that's gonna dissolve inside this thing, but she basically just killed it. Froze it from the inside, and it just burst into a whole bunch of little pieces.
That pissed me off.
I felt like I was more emotional and upset about it, and I wasn't over it. And then we just moved on to the next scene. I felt like Dek and like the rest.
We need
of them,
5 minutes to mourn because what the fuck was that?
They just moved on to the next thing with the scene. It's like it didn't even happen. And I was like, Dek just had this moment where he connected with it. Like I just thought I was like, wait, what?
I know, on some Avatar shit.
Yeah, and then there was a reunion with Bud and Bud's mom, and then I was just like, we can't mourn. Like, can I just?
Nope, we're running out of time on the budget, so let's go kill the final boss battle.
I guess that's how I felt. Did you?
I felt the same way. I wish we lingered on that more, but I also knew that we were pressed for time, so I'm like, I know what's coming, but I feel like this is so freaking sad.
It is.
For a creature that we just learned isn't like the target. It's no longer the target anymore for Dek, and they did a really good job making us empathize with some of the creatures.
Yeah.
I love that it's not just this one-dimensional thing of like every single alien is just like this monstrous, like demonic thing. They're all animals and they all behave in different ways.
And like they're on their turf. Like
you're
literally coming here to hunt this thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what did you expect?
Yeah. So I wish they did linger on the mourning stuff. Like yeah, I wish they mourned a little bit longer, but I guess they wanted to force Bud joining the family that Dek creates because now he goes back to his home planet.
But he could have had 2 Kaliskis and the mom could have came.
I don't know if you could fit that bitch in the ship. She was huge. So they go back home, and then now they're like a new chosen family, which is great with Dek, Tia, and Bud. But we still got unfinished business with that piece of shit father. I gotta say, it was really fast. I wish they sat with it a little longer.
Things were just, I don't know. It's because they used up all this other time.
Yeah, it's like we're almost done with our budget, guys. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, it did happen. It happened very fast. I mean,
it didn't feel satisfying enough.
Oh, it was satisfying.
Oh,
I mean, I think because like I felt really bad for Dek. And I just want him to get his lick back.
Which he does.
Which he does. And I think because he comes back and it wasn't just like, oh, here's my trophy or I got to tell you something like this is what happened and yada, yada, yada. He like gets his lick back and he has his crew there. Like he's got his new chosen family. And I feel like, I don't know if he could go against the whole clan or whatever, but I feel like him getting his lick back and bringing this new family with him is a step in maybe changing the ways of the clan, I would hope.
Maybe not, actually.
You don't
I think it's just Dek changing his ways.
So you think he's just gonna like? Well, he killed his dad, and he's gonna just be like,
skedaddle.
That's what he does.
That's what he's gonna do. You can't change a whole culture by yourself. Sadly, that as much as that would be an awesome thing to do. That whole planet, that whole place is established of like we're hunters. We go out and we kill things. Yeah. So I think the final fight was just fine. I didn't feel satisfied. I was glad that the father got killed. He had that shit coming. He needed that. But I just felt like it happened so quick. I want some more satisfying choreography of like really seeing Dek just hurt this fucking man before he finally kills him.
Yeah.
I feel like the fight was too quick. Some of the action didn't look that good to me.
Was it because he was in his invisible cloak?
That also bothered me. I'm like, I know he's going to do the stupid invisible cloak thing, but I did like how he used the environment to like be able to see him by like, throwing the dust on him. Yeah. And outsmarting him and proving that being the biggest doesn't mean that you're the best.
Yeah.
So I liked that, but I just wish that they focus on the fight just a little bit longer. Because it just happened so quick, and I'm like, nope, I did not see this man suffer enough. He needed more suffering.
I know, especially he's just like, all right, you proved your point.
He fixed his mouth to say, maybe you are the correct son. Maybe you were worth having as a son. It's like, don't fucking say that. I'm taking you out.
Yeah. It was a quick ending, and then the mothership, Taco P's mom, comes in on her ship coming down, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on. What does this mean? You're just like,
I love how there's never once a mention of the mother up until this point.
I thought it was all guys, like some Gorons or something like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very curious about the mom situation. I don't know if we'll get a direct sequel to this, but like I would really like to explore female predators. Like the fact that there's a whole mom that's coming after Dek with the big ass ship. I'm like, okay, so She clearly cares about maintaining this structure and this order socially. What are her thoughts on the husband being killed?
Maybe she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so happy you survived, my son, because I love all my children."
No, the way that Dek was reacting,
abusive. He was basically
Did you see Dek's body language? He said, "No, that's my mom. We got." He's like, he was ready to fight. He was facing the ship.
Yeah.
With his weapons.
He's like, we should just leave now.
They should have just left. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. It's a whole nation of his people, and then his mom in a giant battleship.
Yeah, I'm like, even if they did jump on the ship, though, they would just probably.
They'd have to get chased through space.
I don't know.
Tia, I would have been pissed as Tia. I'm like, you brought me to this fucking planet knowing damn well your mom's gonna come after all of us as soon as you kill your dad. You didn't think of a backup plan for that? You didn't think of Bud, your new daughter? I'm going to give this a very light loaded potato. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's a really solid movie. I think I'm so glad we're just getting good material from like both Alien and Predator. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it didn't do too much. It didn't do too little. It was just like a perfect balance of like, let's explore something socially, but like just let the work speak for itself. Mm-hmm. Don't hit it over the head. And it was just entertaining all the way through. There was no boring parts for me. And I really do appreciate movies under 2 hours. We should get more movies under 2 hours.
Gosh, I really I miss that. I need that.
What would you rate it?
A baked potato.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that coming.
Are you mad at me?
No, that's still good. Just as long as it's a better baked potato than a 65 baked potato.
Oh, okay. It's not bad. I think people should watch it. I think it's enjoyable. It's a fun watch. I really just feel like it didn't do anything new for me. Like like fair. I said, like this is a very like standard like storyline. Like I've seen it before in different things, not just 65. But I've seen it before, and I don't think it did anything that was very standoutish for me. There were emotional moments for me that I was feeling something, but I think things kind of just chugged along that I couldn't sit in those emotions. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I had the time to. Would it really matter or change how I feel about it? But it was good. It was a good time, and it was a good. I had fun. Nice. Yes.
All right, so we got a baked potato and a loaded potato for this movie. So that means you definitely have to go check out Predator Badlands.
Yes.
If you haven't already. It's been out for a couple weeks. It's doing okay financially, but it could really use more. So guys, go watch that. Please support good, awesome movies that are fun. We need more of these. And let us know all your thoughts in the comments below if you've seen this movie. Did you like this one? Did you not like this one? If you like this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. Hit notification bells. Share this with your friends, your robot buddies, and your alien pet child, and your terrible, abusive, murderous father. And with that, we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.